Hey everyone, welcome to another WrightReview. I'm Zoo, this is my dad.
How y'all doing?
Today we're doing V for Vendetta, released in 2006. Dad, you want me to describe the story or you want to do it?
Oh, you can describe it.
So the story is set in London, and it's about anarchist V, and how do you say her name?
Evie.
Evie.
You said it's about who, V?
An anarchist, as they would call him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he is, but they would call him that.
Yeah, I look at him as a hero, but
And they basically work together to free London.
Yeah.
From the government.
Yeah, from his political, I guess, because it's like a prison.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can't go outside at a certain time and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a curfew on grown adults. Are not in prison. But okay,
What is your review of the movie?
oh, you know I love the movie. Well, I love V. I love the movie though. It's a very eye-opening movie about the way it seems like how the government is pushing towards like you can't even talk.
They feed you or they want you to media.
I mean, yeah, you only can speak what they want you to speak, and like you see now, Kyrie Irving going through that right now. He ain't said nothing negative, but they trying to rip him down. But I think it's a good movie. It's very like you said, eye-opening and entertaining. Sad, very very sad though. But what do you think about the movie?
I like the movie. This is my second time seeing this. It's okay. This is my second time seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
I still like it.
Yeah.
I love V and how funny it is. I love the story. Like you said, it's very sad and eye-opening.
Yeah.
It's also a little bit of a comedy at a certain point.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, you get a lot of everything in this. Most movies like this, you get a lot of everything.
Yeah,
Gotta make you laugh because of the craziness that's going around. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, my bad to cut you off.
No, I'm cutting you off, my bad.
But yeah, no, it's a great movie. So you want me to start with the characters or you want to start?
I told you, this your show. I'm gonna let you run the show. I'm just a guest.
It's our show. Okay. Let's start with V. V is awesome.
Yeah,
He's
course.
funny. He can get serious, and he's very smart.
Very smart, super smart.
He's sarcastic, I think, sometimes.
Very sarcastic.
Or was he actually being honest when he talked to you like that?
What you mean when they talk?
Like when they were on the roof, and she's like, "What are we doing on the roof?" And he's like, "You're very your skills of perception is very good still."
Yeah, yeah. I think he's been more
Honest.
I think he was being honest. Yeah, I think he was being honest.
I know, sir.
But he been funny because he's like a happy person.
Mm.
Like I guess you could tell before whatever took place in his life,
He was
a nice person. Like you can really talk to him, but he ain't no chump. But I think more of that was done because of what happened to him.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he was just probably a very respectful, nice person.
And then
I'm glad you said that. I'd like to see a prequel to this.
but yeah, he's funny. He's very smart. He plans his things very stuff in the head. He already knows how it's gonna happen.
Yeah, because what he planned a year and a half.
Mhm. He was still planning ahead even too.
It took. He already knew what he wanted to do, but it took he started it on one day and finished it on that same day the next year.
And he completed all his goals. He was a great man.
Yeah, he was awesome.
My next character is Evie. She's like a normal person, right? You know, who's like following their laws.
Yeah, so I guess she's a simpleton. I would call her because she know the government wrong, and she's just dealt with the government doing some vicious things in her personal life. But I don't know. She's just a scared person. I guess she's scared. I guess from what happened in her life, she's scared from that. See, they like the opposite. From after what happened in his life, he don't care about none of that. Like all that scared stuff is out the window. With her, all that stuff happened in her life, she's still scared. And
I can't really defend it.
Yeah. Thanks to V, she probably would have been. Oh, we know she would have been dead. And more importantly, she would have just been another.
Nameless.
Just another mouse. What they say, your man said, another hamster on the wheel, trying to get up there to the politician's goodness. But yeah.
But then when she meets V, it's like they were. What's the word?
I mean, like magnet.
They were magnetic.
Like puzzles. Yeah, he.
And she didn't start off liking him, but you see over the
But he knew what he told you at our part when he said, "I don't believe in coincidences." When he was like, "I'm V," and he said, "Your name is," and she said, "Evie." He said, "Oh, like."
It's already been planned.
Like, God put this together.
You know, but she's freed by V, and she becomes her own, person. Not, how did you put it? I'll never.
Yeah. Right? I mean, basically, he just took the chains off of her and let her be free-minded instead of having thoughts in your head and scared to say them. I'm scared to live your life because you're worried about what other people are going to say. Nah, be your true self. That's what I think he freed her from the imprisonment of, like, mentally and physically, but more mentally.
What's that? My next character is Mr. Fletcher. No. The detective dude.
Oh, I don't know as I call him the detective. Yeah, I never try to guess his name.
He basically in the inner circle of the chancellor, but also at times it's like he follows the orders, but also he's like maybe I'm wrong.
I think he more of one of the, how everybody just falling all the way in. He gone, but he still have a brain, and he's still a thinker. He's not going to just do whatever the chancellor said. I mean, he's probably going to do it, but he's going to have something to say. Like what he say to the chancellor, and the chancellor will.
It's like, keep your personal.
Yeah. And he was okay.
Mr. Finch. He said
Mr. Finch.
Not Mr. Priest.
Yeah, because he was cool with expressing himself to his partner, who was still kind of green to.
But also with the partner again, you could see trying to draw the movie, he more leans to the detective, like
It kind of reminded me of like Evie and V. He's the V of them, but he's not
V.
I mean, yeah, he's not V, but I think he at the same time he was trying to get down to what really was going on, and I think if he did, I think he would have exposed it.
I have a question. So how many of the council members knew what was going on? Since he was part of it, but he didn't.
He wasn't part of that. That's why V never came at him that way. See, because I think V is a very good. I mean, he know them other people personally, but he's a good character study. Even though he made bad decisions on that with Evie, but I mean she had to
be free.
No, she had to get herself back together because I'm talking about when he sent her to do that and she tried to tell on him, thought she was doing something good, but the whole time, man, why would you? People don't care about you.
You can see he was hurt.
Yeah, people don't care about you.
It's like anything.
But
yeah, Mr. Finch.
We jumped off Finch. I don't know. I'm sorry.
The next character is the Chancellor.
I don't think we really did. We talk. Well, I didn't really say what I wanted to say.
Go. My bad. I don't.
Finch. I have to talk about these people because I'm against that stuff. But Finch is what they supposed to be. I mean, to a certain extent. If he would have been
against.
No, I think he turned against that. But once he got the real information, he was what he's supposed to be. But see, that's why I always get thrown off. Like, but when you see wrong and you're supposed to be on the side of right, you're supposed to always do right. I don't care what it's going to cause you. That's why I kind of fuck Finch. I'm gonna take Finch off the list. He ain't one of them guys. I thought he was one of them good.
I always saw Finch as just a pawn.
Nah, I mean he comes along at the end, but like I said, for him to be a detective, he should have been detecting and going at the real stuff at the beginning. And you come in having these shaky meetings with this chancellor. You got this weird curfew. No.
Oh.
Then people can't watch certain shows. And like, you okay with it.
And he probably knows about all these disappearances.
I'm not even getting into the big part of it, what's going on in the background. I'm just talking about the stuff he can see. Without even doing a big, digging through stuff that, like he did with the V, when V started putting all this information out there for him. Like, come on, Slim, you watching people just get mistreated, and these supposed to be the people you protect, and it's bad the people you work for? Man, fuck Finch. But, go ahead.
My next character is the Chancellor. What's his name? Sutler.
Yeah, I like him because he's himself. I mean, I don't like him, but at least he's being himself. He's not adjusting himself for nothing.
They don't tell you a lot about Sutler. They don't show you his past like any of them. He's just always that face on the screen.
Yeah.
And from what other characters tell you, that's what you'll find out about. But from him, I think he's smart because he was able to put that entire chessboard together.
Just like Hitler and I guess Jeffrey Dahmer and a bunch of other people are smart. Don't mean he's a good person.
I never said good. I mean, just to be able to take over that
because he had a bunch of weak, scared people. You see, now they told you what he did. Took that stuff and poisoned the water.
Got people in a frenzy.
Yeah, had people scared, running to him.
Who
like he's gonna save it, and he's a piece of shit, but he's a real politician. He's just like Mayor Bowser and Joe Biden and Trump.
So he's just a politician.
Yeah, he fits in the bracket with the rest of these goofy clowns.
Well, that's all my characters. Is that all you have to say on him?
Yeah, fuck him.
You ready to get into the scenes?
Yeah. Hold on, I might have somebody else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. I got one person. She's a bad person.
Oh.
But I like her because at least she admitted to it. But I'm not gonna bring her up because we'll get to her in the scenes. But
my first scene is basically at the beginning of the movie. Evie and V's first meeting.
Yes.
So Evie's walking to go meet her uncle.
Hell no. She's walking to meet that her boss.
Oh yeah, the boss.
Yeah, remember he always has the females come over to his house. He's supposed to be like a player. He hits all the ladies in the office, basically. That's what he does. Or the ones he like, supposedly. But go ahead.
And yeah, so she's walking to meet him. My bad, I'm just...
No, I'm jumping all over it.
Yeah. And she's getting accosted by the secret police or something?
They, I just call them police.
Oh, so they're just police?
Yeah, because what they call, they call,
I thought that was their name, the secret police or something.
No, they call, something men. Because remember he pulled out the
little
badge with the red cross on it. I forgot what they call it. They got a certain type of name.
But they tried to rape Evie, right?
Yeah, well, at first they was asking her where she was going, and she was like, none of your business, something. And then...
When they pull out the badge.
Yeah, when they... Is they Frenchmen? I don't know what they call it.
I thought they were Creedy's men.
Yeah, they Chancellor Sutler's men, but overall. Yeah, Creedy, I think he runs. But go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they tried to assault her, right? Instant.
Well, yeah, at first, they was asking her where she was going, and once she got slick, they pulled out the badge, and she was annoyed now because they got power by this dude Sutler. And go ahead.
And you're my man V show, right? Oh wait, there's one scene I want to.
Well, when they doing what they doing, and they told her the badge, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this and that," and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna make up for it. Sorry, you're gonna be butthurt. Sorry from after we finish with you, because they basically telling you about the rape her and all that type of stuff." And she was like, "No, I don't want to do that."
Can I bring up something before we get back to that?
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of the movie, they showed this parallel scene of them both getting ready, Evie and V.
Yeah, how they put their stuff on at the same time.
Like you said, how you said there's no coincidence.
Yeah.
That was...
And I don't know how smart he is, but was it like he was out there following her to save her because he know he needed some assistance? Because, as we'll get to, But go ahead, finish this and we'll get to it.
But he saves her, right?
Yeah.
And then he basically beats all of her. Mm-hmm. And he has this one scene where he basically says a bunch of V words describing himself, but I cannot copy how he said it.
He went crazy. And he was saying it fast as I don't know.
I can only say like the first 3 parts in that.
Yeah, I don't try to say it because it doesn't do him any justice.
And then him and her go to the rooftop, right?
Yes, he was like
oh, would you like to join me for
to hear some music or something?
Yeah.
And she was like,
alright.
She was like, okay.
And they get on the rooftop. Mm-hmm. And then he's
like, where's the band?
She's like,
and that's when he said, what did he say?
Like, we're in front of it.
Huh?
He said like we're in front of it or something. I forgot what he said.
He said something about what you said, and you said, was he being sarcastic?
Oh, where he said your power of observation is still like
good. Yeah, your power of observation is very good or whatever. Go ahead.
He pulls out one of those things that used to lead to orchestra, and he's like, what did he say? First, I forgot what he said.
Is it the strings?
Yeah, the strings.
Yeah. Coming up low, she was like, what the hell is this man on drugs? He already got a mask on, he out here tripping.
And then he's like, then the brass. And then she was like,
oh, I can hear it. Yeah, it was building up.
Then you see all these like townspeople and stuff, the city people.
Yeah, because it was coming out the speakers that they be telling them it's time for curfew and all that stuff.
And they all come outside, right? He's like, here comes the crescendo.
He said, now the crescendo.
And then like one of their monuments blow up.
Pointed at that joint, that joint blew up. He started laughing and she started tripping. She was like, oh my, like he going crazy.
He said, it's beautiful, is it not?
Yeah, she ran off, didn't she?
No, she was still up there with him.
I thought she left.
She did?
I thought while he was doing all that stuff, she started creeping and going like back down the steps. I mean, they ain't show her go all the way, but it looked like because she covered her mouth and started backing up towards the steps. But go ahead.
I don't remember.
I'm sorry.
I remember. But then you mentioned this to me, how in the last bit of the explosion they show, you see a V.
Yeah, I saw the V going up.
You want to do the next thing or me keep going?
Oh, I told you this your show, you gonna run.
And he basically takes over where Evie works, right? And this is how I was mentioning.
And see, that's the thing I'm saying right there. What I was talking about, did he set this up?
Most likely.
Because you know he had. Did he take her badge? Did he have her badge when he first came in, or he got her badge?
He got her badge. He got her badge after that.
Okay.
To do his business.
But I mean, before you go into it, but that's why I say I still think like he might have knew of this instant because he knew he was going to, and I know he knew she worked at that at the broadcast center.
No, I agree with you that he probably orchestrated it a little.
But go ahead. Because I think he wanted to test to see what type of person she was. But go ahead.
And basically, like I was saying, they control everything. How you said they're curfews. They control what you watch
on TV.
He's like, no, don't show this, show that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's just saying, and he's one of the chancellor's men. Mm-hmm. And those people who sit with Creedy and Finch.
When they be having them late night meetings. That's why I say Finch with the crew. He should have killed Finch.
But since you said he didn't know, was he like the new Alan? You know, so like
I just think Finch never participated in that other stuff.
So you think he was like from the beginning with them?
Like I think Finch just actually came up through the police rankings.
And he joined.
Yeah, and he just became one of the biggest guys as far as detective work, so they needed him. And he's smart. He's smart.
I always thought he was a new Alan since, like you said, he didn't know about everything that happened.
But he old though, so how can he be new? And he from the town.
Well, I mean new. I mean like he could have been like recently added, like 5 years, 10 years ago. Because it's here. The rest of them were there from the beginning.
Yeah, I think once they destroyed that stuff over there, and then they became just regular people in life. Because all of them didn't just hang together no more. Because you see, the lady ain't in the late night meetings. They don't even know who she is.
And the priest isn't
in the late night.
But he's a part of it still.
Of course, he's a part of it. He was a priest at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? She went away from what she was doing over there. Because she was a doctor, more scientist. She went to the other place that don't have to deal with none of that type of stuff.
He just went back down.
I don't know. He went back down. He kind of went up because now I would be thinking about that stuff more often because of the stuff I'm seeing daily now.
Sure.
But I don't want to bring her up until we get to that part. But
and B basically can I say attack?
Attack?
He infiltrates the building, newscasting him. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't attack it, but he kind of silked office, so he kind of held people hostage a little bit.
I have a question. Did they call the police, or did Finch find out something was happening? You remember Finch and his men show up. Did they call him, or was like V bringing him something?
That's why I'm kind of thrown off with the situation, because Finch and them came there looking for Evie.
Oh yeah, because
they came there looking for Evie. That's why I was like, that's why I asked you, did he take her ID before?
Maybe he did.
But
I just remember him using it later. That's all.
And then I'm also wondering why they came looking for Evie, because the pinchmen. That's what they call it. They like pinchmen. Whatever them police dudes is, they got beat up outside. Did they have?
Did V drop something of hers by That's
accident? What I'm asking. I don't know, because I'm figuring them dudes they beat up, that V beat up, they must have told the police and them that she had something to do with it. And then they was going there to question her for breaking her curfew and physically harming government workers.
They probably blamed them, her.
I mean, they was gonna have to blame her and a strange man with a mask. That's all they can say that.
And technically, he did kill one of them. So.
Did he kill anybody?
No, he knocked some of them out.
No, he raped. I think he might have raped one of them. Like, not raped him physically, raping him, but I think he what he say? Spared a rod, spoiled a child. And then Slim yelled, and because they was trying to rape Evie, I think he shoved that stick up his butt.
Oh, I thought I heard like a.
I just screaming like.
And plus, he grabbed one of his knives.
Huh?
He grabbed his knife, and I thought he went.
I mean, he might have did. I just remember he was on the ground tomorrow.
Yeah, and I
thought he grabbed the thing that they was about to hit Evie with and smacked him and knocked him out. So I didn't know he stabbed him with the knife.
No, because remember he used one of his knives. He took off one of the pants and he
ripped the pants down. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm thinking he took the thing and put it up his butt, because what he ripped his pants down for?
No, you're thinking of the wrong one. He sent that one flying.
It doesn't matter. Both of them wanted to rape the girl. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just.
Oh, you saying the one he ripped pants? He threw over.
He drew him over and he got knocked out. He knocked one of the other out when he landed, and then there was one over there.
I thought it was only two of them.
No, there's three. He drew one. The pantsless down, knocked out. One who he knocked out right when he landed. He dropped one of his knives somehow. I think he drew at one of them. Yeah, he drew at one of the guns. He grabbed the knife like with his cape, while he walked past, and I just saw him having his hand.
I thought he grabbed the thing that slapstick and smacked him with it.
Yeah, but anyway, V he was very brilliant with this one.
Cause Evie's name wasn't on the news. No, she wouldn't have been able to go to work. They would have locked her ass up if her name was on the news. She wouldn't even be able to go to work. But go ahead.
He got in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
He took security, right? Then he took over one of the broadcast things.
The main broadcast, John, he put the cement in there to seal the door so the police couldn't get in. The liquid cement.
I like that gun. I like that gun.
Yeah, that John was
while he was doing that, he sprayed fog around. He made his message and he planted was it a real bomb? Or the
I'm sure it probably was a real bomb.
So he planted a bomb.
But it might not have been. But I think it was a real one.
I think it was too, since they saying it was homemade stuff.
But Evie already knew something weird was about to happen, because when the packages came and it was, and she was like, Evie, all this stuff is, we didn't use this. Who ordered these guys?
She said, give me a minute while I think what to use these for.
It's Guy Fawkes. What's his name? His name Guy Fawkes. The mask.
The person who had the mask.
Yeah, because that's really the beginning when they show him going inside
those
what's the name of the building that they was trying to blow up? Parliament. And he went in. He was about to blow Parliament up. The whole time somebody told on him.
And he was dealing with those guards.
And they ran down there. But that wasn't Guy Fawkes, was it? That was another dude, because remember they hung him in the sun and his wife was right there.
I always thought that was Guy Fawkes, and that was just his
They might have been him. They might have been. I always thought it was just a citizen trying to do what Guy Fawkes.
I always thought it was like saying, like, this is the first version of V, and saying that every time some government trying to overthrow the people come up, like someone like him just comes around.
Yeah, most definitely.
Anyway, he puts the smoke on, right? And when they breach through the room, he has a bunch of them wearing his like stuff.
Yeah, because he sent all the masks of it, so the whole crew got it. Everybody had it on.
So he's hiding in there with them. Did he put stuff in their mouth, or they just all had masks on?
No, because remember, some of them talking.
Oh yeah.
Only the one that he came out with.
That was
He put the thing in his mouth, and so he could talk. Remember, people were like, "It's him, it's him." And then when they went and grabbed him and pulled the mask off, V was already coming out with his
It was that guard that's trying to stop him. Remember he, like, security guy, when he came to the elevator, he knocked him out. And he dragged him with him.
He dragged him with him?
Maybe that's the wrong person.
Yeah, I was about to say no.
I thought it was the guard though. My bad. No. But no, it was someone else, like you said. And then V just started working all the, what's it called?
I mean, it could have been the guy. I just don't remember. It was a person that didn't look like me.
Or you.
It was a person that worked in the radio TV station. I know that much. It wasn't an innocent person that he had with him.
Was it that? Wait, no, that guy was free.
Who?
The guy who was like, do this, show that.
The dude that be with Chancellor? No, yeah, remember he was in the way trying to take the bomb apart.
Why did he do that?
Because he was worried about the TV station.
I know what I'm saying.
That's part of their big part of their control.
I guess he would.
Because you see, TV control like now.
I guess he's saying he was a noble sacrifice in the order for them to keep power.
Man, he wasn't thinking about that. He was like, man, this is like my baby. Yeah, I mean, you see, like you said, don't show that angle. And
he's protecting his child.
Man, he loved it. You see, he was like, oh, they got on the main circuit. Remember he ran around somewhere?
Evie comes out right while his training is showing. I love it because it's showing everywhere, like every TV in England.
Every television bar, if it's on the jumbotron outside a building, he wired it to everything.
If it's somehow like a screen that gets showed through all over, it's just showing him
and the audio.
And you see at the beginning that some of them are like, yeah, he's right and stuff.
Some of them was, I think all of them was just felt good to have something new on TV. They keep watching the same shows. The show that the boss dude that Evie messed with, his show, or whatever the Chancellor, like, I guess they was like, man, I'm tired of this stuff. We want to see some different stuff.
And Evie's about to get caught by one of the...
V wasn't about to get caught by nobody. That dude that be working with Finch
he
ran up on him to more freeze.
Evie walked out and knocked him.
No, Evie came over there and
sprayed that.
Tapped him and sprayed him with the mace, and he wound up smacking her with the gun or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then V knocked him out.
And he takes her with him.
And that's why I said, see, V still know he was a good dude, and he was just doing his job. Because V would, you see, he killed them other dudes. Remember, he slid up on the dude, put the knife in him, pulled it out, Slim started throwing up the blood, and all. He killed the rest of them police. He let Slim live. That's why I said, and he picked her up and took her on the elevator. Because he's about to leave her, I think. You see how he looked at her like, bitch, you rolled up. That's why I said I think she left him. Because he looked at her like, I mean, he ain't got no facial expression, but he's like
his body movements.
Man, like, you left me.
I thought
I saved your life.
I thought he was like, what the, like, why would you do that?
I mean, he might have been like, why would you put yourself in harm's way like that? At the same time, he probably was thinking that way, like you said.
Because it takes me to.
Go ahead.
It'll finish what you said.
No, I said, like you said, he probably was thinking like you was safe.
I mean, she wasn't safe.
Yeah, because they just chased her through the hallway looking for her ass. They wasn't even thinking you was here, V.
But then she wakes up in his house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh my God. He's like, come on, I couldn't leave you though. Like you. Like,
but see, that's what I really like. But when she come in there and she smelled him cooking, she was kind of cool. And then she seen his hands. Remember, he had the gloves off. His hand was all burnt up. She was like, "Oh my God, your hand." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He said, "That's not." He put that on his eye. I apologize for that.
So he's usually comfortable showing his.
I mean, he cool with himself saying it. He been saying it for however long he been like that.
So he's probably just used to be able to.
Yeah.
But this happens after.
Like to have. I don't want to keep wearing gloves and all that. I want to feel my own skin sometimes. I wear this shit all day. I don't even look at myself in the mirror. You see that? He will keep that mask on.
No, I thought he doesn't keep on often. Remember, because at the beginning he was in the mirror put the wig on. He put the mask on.
Yeah, I think he was just more getting ready to go out.
Yeah. So you think all day he just wears it?
Yeah, I don't think he just sitting there with his hands and stuff out, and bad enough he can't. He's dealing with the memories.
But this happens, like you said, him cooking breakfast happened after my scene.
Mm-hmm.
So while he's like calms her down, right? And they're and then the boss dude who works at Evie's boss, right?
But no, before you skip, because where we at? We still know.
No,
you went past that. I was just saying about his hands, because remember when she said
that happens after.
What?
It goes. He picks her up, right? After that, he goes in that night. He kills her boss, and then the following nurse is reporting. She's like, "Did you take my key card?" He's like,
"I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when he talking about his hands burnt," and she was like, "Oh, how did they get like that?" He says, "It's not a good conversation over food. What did he say, over breakfast?
It's not
a good breakfast conversation. Yeah, because he's letting you know, if I take this mask off, you won't eat no more of that food." That's why I'm thinking he covered it up. And then that goes back to your part, because you didn't even tell what he said to her. She was like, you broke me in, something. He said, I felt I couldn't leave you, or something, whatever. But go ahead to your other part that you talking about, when she goes see the
He takes he has her key card and gets in the house.
Yeah, but he didn't go kill her boss.
Remember?
He never killed her boss.
Or is that the main dude? One of those people who work with the chancellor.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought that was
her boss is the Shirley brother.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's not.
Anyway,
you talking about, that's not Creedy.
No, that's not
What's
Creedy.
What's his name? You want to be on TV like something look like Moby Dick. You're fired or something.
And that is.
Yeah, he was in the shower doing all that old crazy talking.
Talking stuff. Because and he basically kills him, right? I forgot what he said.
Because that's the dude that was talking about
America and
talking about bad about black people, every race. And even was talking bad about the LGBTQs. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm happy with this.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, he went in there with. But his house, I mean, I like how his bathroom.
Oh, yeah, I love the house.
Yeah, the shower. I mean, I ain't see his house. I love his shower. We had all them TVs in the shower, and then he had that big shower head that come right down on the top.
Is that Vane? Is that
Vane? But that he was watching himself on TV. Yeah, that might be Vane.
Since you said it's all around.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the TVs. I could have been watching Redskins, Celtics, Michigan, Orioles.
No, I'm just saying he's watching himself over and over.
I mean.
Is
that really? I mean, I guess it would be bad because that show already went on. Mm-hmm. I think it wouldn't have been bad if he was just if they would recorded the show and he was looking at it for editing. I don't think it would have been bad.
No, I thought he was looking at more just like he's proud of himself. Like
it's what you said. No, you said is watching yourself bad. And I was just giving you an example that wouldn't make it bad. If he was editing and then he was going to put it out,
My bad. I didn't mean it like that. I meant more like just him keep watching.
Yeah, he's a piece of crap. I mean, but look at him. You see what type of person he was.
What did V say to him? I don't know. He said he was begging like, no, please. Mm-hmm. And I forgot what V said. But he left a rose with him, right?
Yeah, because I mean, he leave that with all of them.
No, I'm just saying that for the video.
Oh yeah, but yeah. I forgot what he said. See, I be wanting to know what's that stuff he put in them, because you see he threw up. Remember, it was a bunch of throw up on the side of him when the police came to the house.
Like some poison.
Of course.
Oh yeah, no, they said they keep saying same thing that he used to kill someone else. We can't track it. It's homemade.
Yeah.
Even the forensic person couldn't track it. So like, is he mixing that at his house?
I mean, we just said. See, but he had the. I don't know what he was. He probably was a botanist or some type of scientist or something.
You think he's getting the poison from like those roses?
Nah, I think the roses are more just for the lady and for them people, because they know
what the roses mean.
Yeah, they know where it's from, how it started. That's what I think that's for. And
yeah, he killed her, right? And him and Evie, is that when he Evie woke up and he was like copying the TV fencing with his
Oh yeah. When he's watching
Count of Chrissy Monte.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah. Count of Monte Cristo. What did I say?
Cristiano. Rafael Nadal.
You know.
I didn't say Rafael Nadal. I mean Cristiano Ronaldo.
Is that what I was thinking?
Nah, that's the soccer player.
No, I heard the name before. I'm just like, what's that getting the name? What did I say?
I don't know. That's what I thought you. That's why I said his name. I said Rafael Nadal.
It was an actor.
Tennis player. I'm tripping.
I was thinking of an actor when I said that.
Yeah, Count of Monte Cristo. That movie a good movie. The book is good, but the movie
isn't that related to like the Man in the Iron Mask?
Nah.
Something else.
They're two different things.
Is it Count of Monte Cristo when his twin brother replaces him?
Nah, that's the Man in the Iron Mask. Count of Monte Cristo is when he was the count, and they killed. They thought they killed him, and tore him down, whatever. And he went away. Whole time he went off somewhere else and he got back rich and he came back to the town like as somebody else. And then the whole time he was coming to get revenge, get his wife and his son.
That reminds me of V's and
that's why the movie Sleepers, that's their favorite book.
That sounds very similar to V.
What?
The whole thing.
That's why he always watches it.
He's copying the lines and everything, doing all the moves.
Yeah, all that fighting
having himself
acting all crazy. I said, this is a very wild dude. But that's why I say you can tell he was a playful, good guy before the madness.
It also tells me that he must be very happy to have Eve around since he's very lonely.
I mean, he figured he always gonna be lonely, and that come from how he look. If he ain't have all that, he ain't never been lonely. I mean, I ain't saying never been lonely. He would have been able to find somebody, but
I mean, he did.
Nah. we get to it. What's your next
about the news, it shows his death, and she's like, "What did you take my what they call key card?" He's like, "Would you like the truth or a lie?"
Yeah.
I forgot they had a conversation. She's like, "You can't be doing this to me. I have to go."
No, he said, "Yeah, I killed him," and then she was like, something," and he was like, I don't think it's safe for you because when they came to they wasn't looking for me. He was basically breaking it down. They looking for you. They ain't looking for me. And you go back home, it's not safe for you. I need you to stay here until whatever I got done is done, and then. So yeah.
The Creedy and them had a secret meeting. The Chancellor and them had a secret meeting talking about how he's dead and stuff. And how he wants extra security.
Yeah, but you remember they had put on the news that from the when they went to Evie job and he got away, they act like, remember when they shot the dude with the rubber bullets coming out, they act like it was him they killed. So he was dead and they lied to the public.
I love that. I love because I know that'll probably be happening in real life.
What? But yeah, I mean, it's bad for them when you gotta do.
Who's able to do this much to you?
Do the stuff he could do. You helping him out.
Is this the beginning where Finch starts finding out what happened? Or is that later?
I mean, he started figuring out stuff because remember he started investigating Evie, and he was talking about how her mother and father back in 1985? Oh no, that's the other lady from 1985. Because this is more like in the future. Like you said, because he said, tell how Evie father got took first. Then that's when they ran in the house. And remember, her mother said, "Evie, get under the bed." And she got under the bed, and they smacked Moms. And when Moms fell, I think she was bleeding, and she started screaming, "Mom!" And that's how they took her and put her into something hill. And he was like, "Oh, that's," because remember his partner was like, "Oh, that's a terrible spot to be raised in." I guess the foster care, whatever it was.
And then plus that, then they went to the other guy who was murdered, and it's like they found like that facility.
Yeah, said he was rich way before all this.
He was in the military and stuff.
Yeah, he was something, whatever the hill, whatever something.
They moved him there, and when they started looking into that,
it kept coming up blank. It would tell you nothing about it.
And if it did say something, it wasn't a lot. It's just like, oh, this is some facility is doing medical research.
Doing some type of research, but it never said what the research was. how many people was there? None of that.
And then this leads to my next scene. V gets Evie, right? And he gets her to help him. And they go to the priest. At the same time, Creed...
No, he told her. He said, if you help me do this, what he said, I'll let you go, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he said, you can go after this.
But at the same time, Finch and them are there talking to the priest, saying, do you know anything about this? And he's like, I don't know anything. If they said blank, it means it's blank.
Yeah, all the time, the priest with the shit. And as soon as they leave, see, priest wanted them to get out of there so he can get on his freak time with the little baby. He thought he had a little 12-year-old coming through for his 80-year-old ass. Freak. Oh, white R. Kelly.
Evie did a terrible thing. She tried to snitch on V, like, please, I love him.
And V, that everybody look, he's about to come in.
I love him. He's like, oh, you want to play a game with me?
I'm happy. He's oh, I love the game you play and the story. You tell it so well. Still trying to do his rape thing though.
Well, he said, I'll be the big baddie V or something. Yeah. And then V comes to the door. He's like, Evie.
No, V ain't say that.
No, he said that after that.
No, when he kicked her in the door, he said, you wasn't lying.
And he looked to her and she's like, I'm sorry.
And he tried to run and go get his gun.
And what she ran out, she's like, I'm sorry, I can't. He's like, Evie, no. Or he doesn't say no, but he yells her name.
I don't remember him saying nothing. I remember him looking.
No, he doesn't.
And then ran over there to that Bama because he tried to shoot him.
No, he yells Evie. Then he goes over to him.
Man, he shouldn't have called her name.
He said something to him too.
He say something to all of them.
I don't remember like 2 of the things he said to them.
Yeah, well, we won't worry about it.
He gives him a rose. Does he poison him too, or he gives him the rose?
Nah, he ain't giving none of them no rose. He killing them in this land the rose on them. Yeah,
so he didn't give him the toxin?
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
He had to throw up. All of them got to throw up. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Does he kill the guards too or no?
Nah, because I think he went back out. He didn't come to see one thing about him. He's not here to hurt no innocent people. I'm not here to hurt nobody innocent. That's why I had to go back to what you were saying. I don't think that bomb was real. But go.
Did he kill the dude who was like, you're 12 o'clock here. It's a new one for one of those little girls.
He should have killed him, but I don't think. They ain't showing him kill him.
That was terrible.
But,
then this leads to, what's it called? Finch. He's talking to the coroners, right? Mm-hmm. The coroner is talking to him, right? And then she leaves out.
He's like, yeah, we keep finding these roses at the,
The coroner reacts to that, right?
She just looked at it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she looked like...
Give it back. And then, is this when he drives up to the place?
Who?
Finch. Remember he drove up to like the facility?
Mm-hmm. No.
That didn't happen yet?
I don't think that happened yet. Because I remember, I think when he talked to that old man in the park.
That's when he drives up?
Because the old man gave him the input. Because the whole time, the old man, that's V. With makeup and stuff.
He reminds me of Gary Oldman when he looked like that. Mm-hmm. Like when he did that, what was it, Dracula movie? Never seen it.
Oh, that's my jump.
But yeah, no, she goes home, right?
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
The lady go home. You want to describe this one?
Who go home?
The
my baby.
You can describe it.
Yeah, I like her.
And basically, they go and
when she go home, after she get that and she leaves the morgue, and she get home, they start going to her journal. And it's her narrating about the people, talking about how filthy they look. If they knew what we were doing for them, they'd be a lot better.
It starts.
Then she say a couple of weeks later, still nothing going on. But
my bad.
What she say? The more they're still coming in. I despise them. They disgust me or something like that. They're so dirty or something.
Can I mention
huh?
This is taking place from May to June.
Yeah, it's this. What, the movie?
No, her notes.
Oh, you talking about her notes
It starts on May 16th and ends on June 5th.
Yeah, but it's them is telling what happened at that facility that Finch keep asking about. He's not getting no inside information on.
But they do mention this. Like, was that like one of her first entries?
No, hold on.
Oh, you're right.
You just asked me to do it. Then you're gonna start doing all this rapping and telling me how to do it.
All right, go ahead.
Then after the second entry, it comes the third entry. She's like, what'd she say? Hey, you made me forget what she said.
She was like,
unnecessary stuff.
Is that when those dudes show up or no?
No, she was like, oh, because she mentioned the priest and Slim that get killed. She was like, something about the priest or something. I don't know, something. They scare me or something like that.
But the dude that be killed first, he's like, she said, he assures me everything's fine.
Fine, yeah, but she said, I just get the creeps from, and then she said, still no survivors. Stuff is getting worse. But I am getting a little hope from cell number 5. He's showing super strength, smarts, like everybody else has died, but he's the only one. It said because 1, 2, 3, 4 was dead, and 5 was the only one. Like he still, like he was taking the medicine or something and was doing what they thought they should have did.
She said his genes, like something was missing that allowed it to not kill him. Yeah.
Then she said some it's explosion. 5's everywhere and they showing the whole junk burn. That's my favorite part.
When just.
And then she said, then he emerges. She said, I could see.
He doesn't have eyes.
He doesn't have eyes, but he's looking right through my soul. And then that's when he just started yelling, ah! And she wake up out the dream.
I like how they show that even though she can't see the eyes, you can still see like the outline.
Like you can see it. Like
he can still
see her. Like you can a little bit. Eyes. Yeah, I said I like that. And when she woke up, when he was standing in the, she was like, she knew he was there though.
I like it. It was like a.
What'd she say? I'm gonna let you have it.
She was like, you're here to kill me.
She said, no, I didn't. She said, I didn't. I thought it was you, but I wasn't sure until I got one of your roses today. And he said, she said, you know, I felt so bad about whatever. No, he said, what she said, I got one of your roses today. So you here to kill me? And he was like, yeah. She's like,
make it quick.
No, she said something. He said, I got a rose for you. Remember he slid up on it, this one's for you. And she was like, is it gonna be painful? And he was like, no, I did it while you were asleep. And she said, oh, thank you. She said, I'm so sorry about, I wish I can take back with,
wait, my bad, no. Remember before that, she's like, is it, even in the end, is it wrong to apologize? And he's like, it's never too late.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get to.
Oh.
Because when she said, he said it's never too late.
Then she said, oh.
Yeah. No, because the stuff I said first, because he was like, but you still did it, remember? And then she was like, is it too late to apologize? And he said, it's never too late. And that's when she was like, I apologize, I'm sorry. Then he was like, she was like, when I die, is it going to be painful? He was like, no. And you could tell that he liked it her. I mean, but you already made all the mistakes. I mean, I can't go off what I like. I got to go off what you did. I mean, you seem like a good person and you learn from your mistakes, but.
I like that he did say that though. It's never too late.
Yeah, but I like how, my thing was more like how he slid up on and was dead. Like, I'm here with you while you dying. Like, yeah, I ain't going to be like the rest of them. They deserve pain. That's why. And you could tell he set it up and Creedy deserved it the most. More than even the Chancellor.
I always saw it as the Chancellor, like you got all these people together, but Creedy and them more did like the physical work for him.
But that's what people look at the least, like in the government. They look at that the least. Like if you actually went out there and killed somebody, yeah, but if they found out that I told you to go out there and kill that person, I get more because I'm the mastermind.
Well, in their scheme, I just thought like Creedy was always his like.
But I think Creedy made itself the thing because he told Creedy, "Bring me Slim, and it won't be no problems." And when Creedy bought Slim, he let me do my thing. But then now you turned your guns on me. Now y'all trying to killing me. Remember?
With Creedy, I always thought he was like his pawn, and just in case everything got revealed. He's like,
Creedy just knew the nigga was weak, and I got the military and the government. Yeah, I'm up under you, but they answer to me. I'm talking about, yeah, you tell me something, I tell them to do.
You're a false.
Not really false. You
don't know who has.
You didn't realize where you put your power at. Yeah, you should have been like, nah, you don't talk to the men. I talk to the men.
I always thought that Creedy was always
whoever.
I always thought that Creedy was trying to eventually was going to take him, take him down and become the chancellor. And I always thought the chancellor.
I don't even think Creedy wanted all that recognition. Because then the eyes on me, as long as we could blame him, he was the one. I just worked for him. He was my boss.
I know he probably was going to blame him, but I always saw him as, he's like, all y'all did those things, like killing all those people for me. So I always thought their fault. They're all going to point the finger at each other. Was my thing. He pointed at all his, people who sit next to him. They pointed at him saying he was the man.
Yeah, but I don't think, who are you going to answer to? We run the whole country.
Sure.
By the time them people come, they're going to do like Hitler and the rest of them suckers to kill themselves.
But anyway, is this, so you said that's later when he drives up to the facility?
After they talked to the old dude, they was like, what's his name? What's the old dude? I mean, he gave him the little name. I mean, met him in a pop.
I don't remember his name, but I always thought he drove up before that. I thought he was driving up when she was dying.
Well, who was that?
The old lady. I thought Finch drove up to the facility and then drove back.
Nah, because remember, they didn't know nothing about the old lady. They went to her house afterwards. Remember, because so they might have, where did they go at when they was going through the files? See, that's why I said they talked to the old dude. He sent them up there. Because remember, they went through the files and they was like, is somebody missing? And they was like, the person changed their name. Remember? And they was, the whole time, I forgot what happened exactly. But they had changed their name. And remember, they kept saying something?
Is this before he brought the partner in? Because I thought he went to the facility right after he brought him in. But maybe you're right.
What you mean right after?
Because remember, he started doubting them, right? And then his partner.
He was always telling Shorty. Remember, he's like, I see some incident happened. And remember, the little girl had the mask on, was running through the street, and the police shot her. And then all the neighbors came out, and remember they was trying to beat the dude up because they shot the little girl because she had the
mask on.
Yeah.
I just remember how they always was in the office playing up their things so they can't hear.
Ooh.
They had this device that I don't know what it did, but I always thought it blocked Creedy and them from hearing. But they always came into their little office, closed the door, closed the blinds, always put that red thing on with a dot, and get to work.
I gotta go back.
And then my next scene is Evie getting captured, right? So she, like we said, she ran from V, and she went to her boss, right?
Yeah, dang, we done jumped all past all that stuff. But go
ahead. We got into the
old lady. No, it don't matter. I don't care.
And the boss is basically I'm gonna take you, and he shows her his back room, right? And he has Qurans.
Yeah, because she came there. Because she came there directly after V killed that priest dude. Because she knew she was on the run and couldn't go nowhere else.
I just skipped over all that, like you said.
No, I know we skipped through all that, but the point of that I wanted to go back to, at the beginning she was going to the house to see him. He had to keep that front up like he was a ladies' man. Whole time he was on butt. He liked the boys. Remember? Because when she went in the basement, she was like, you got a Quran. You got this. And he's like, the Quran will be the least of my worries if they came in. He looked over the wall and it was a dude, showing a dude chest and muscles and all that. And then I don't know what else was over there, but
I just remember him saying that them finding you in my house would be the least of worries.
Yeah.
Always saying that he had.
Yeah, because he had the Quran, he had the
that picture of the chancellor that's the queen.
Lipstick on and all that, yeah.
But the only reason I came back to this was one scene.
And he had Nazi shit up in there too.
But I only came back to this scene for one scene. When they break into his house, it's a very similar flashback to when
she was a kid.
Him saying, Evie, hi. Yeah. Them doing the same thing to when they did to Mom. Only
thing, Evie was smarter this time. She covered that mouth up.
And it show you how big this. Oh my bad. Let me explain why they came. he did a show with one of the
making fun of the chancellor.
He had me die laughing at that scene.
The people all the community was laughing. He wasn't laughing at the end of the
night. They had V under the thing talking, and she's here having the chancellor chase V with the soldiers.
That nigga ain't laughing at the end of that night, I tell you that much. Oh man.
What?
Your mother said nothing.
But anyway. It's basically, high treason probably. And guess who shows up? That tells you how big it was. Creedy shows up, so it tells you that this was a big deal.
Yeah. Creedy.
Also Evie.
Personally.
Also Evie was like, why did you do this? Like,
What?
She's like, why would you do this show?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's our best viewed show.
But yeah, he like V.
He knew it was probably
time to be. I've been scared my whole life. I've been in the closet acting like I like women. Now all this shit happening. Man, I need to step on out. Be a man. Even though I don't like being a man.
And basically, like I said, only thing is I came back to show how she listened this time and just closed her mouth.
Yeah.
They even beat him the same how they beat the mom.
What? You see his face? Mm-hmm. You see his mouth?
No, I'm bringing up
when he said, Evie, get in the joint. Remember he turned back and they smacked him right in his face with the joint. That's when you see Creedy standing right there.
And he smacked him.
And they dragged him out or whatever they did.
No, they smacked him one more time to the floor and then dragged him.
I'm talking about you skip all the stuff and then you want to repeat that he smacked him twice.
She jumps out the window, right?
Yeah.
Did she call the guards hear her fall?
You see, she got snatched.
But
that wasn't no guard. That was V. Remember, he said I was too late. I was trying to warn y'all, but I had to get you because they already had your boss. He done. And
they bring her to a prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically torture over and over a amount of time. Just saying, where is V?
That's torture because they gonna say, where is V?
No, that was also like waterboarding.
I know they was waterboarding. Yeah, dragging her on the ground and
it's
all
probably
that.
Torture saying, where is V?
Yeah. But so.
And you mean to tell the story about the lady you want to? And
I told you, you're supposed to be doing the whole thing.
The biggest torture was all of finding that rat sitting next to her face every day, but.
Oh shit.
But she dug like I don't understand how she did. Like she drew like the toilet, like she went her hand through there and like pulled out a note.
Nah, that wasn't what happened. She was on the ground laying and she seen the rat you was talking about, and he went over there by a hole or something. But in the hole, she could see like something was right there, like some plastic or something was right there. And remember, she went over there and grabbed it. She started stashing it in the toilet after she started reading it and holding it for herself for when the gods was coming in, so they wouldn't find it.
And asking her, "Where's V?" Where is V? And basically, it's the story about what's the lady's name?
I don't know.
She's some actress, right? From back
when?
Back in the 90s or something, I think.
Man, the lady is nobody, but she was an actress. But tell the story. She act like she's somebody. They gonna know.
She was a lesbian, correct? And it basically goes through her life. Her parents disowned her. She had multiple girlfriends, and it shows through her how they came up to power. They was kidnapping people, straight people,
black people,
white people, even.
Yeah,
they was just kidnapping.
I mean, it depends on what type of person you were, type of your background, how much money you come from, all that type of stuff. Your political backing, all that matters.
They kidnapped her, and she was in the experiments that they was doing with V.
I'm sure
she was number 4.
What you call mother and father probably was in them experiments too.
Her mom and dad.
Mm.
Oh, you mean Evie's?
Evie mother and father.
Probably. And basically, she died from all the poisoning and stuff.
I mean, see, that's why I say you be telling it, but anyway,
I think
you right. Nah, you jumped through the years, and cause she was like, my mother when she found her first girlfriend, when she said, my mother and father said, you kids, y'all get over it. She said, which come did? I didn't. And then that's when she older and she an actor, and she said, that's when I first laid eyes on what you call whoever her last girlfriend that she died with. Mm-hmm. But like you said, they show her on at the hospital or whatever that place is that they was doing them tests on the people.
And she stashed it in the wall. And so they grabbed her one last time, Evie, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Where is V? And we will give you."
Like you said, as time going by, she getting stronger. Like she ain't, when she first did it, she was crying. She ain't doing that no more. She just regular, sitting up straight,
looking straight in the eye.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying like, "We'll give you protection," and all this, blah blah. She just keeps not saying nothing. And then the guard puts her back in the cell, and he's like, "Why won't you give her up? Give him up?" And I forgot. She's like, she said something like, what did she say? But something about how she's not gonna give him up.
Yeah.
Like, the guard's like, now you're free from fear.
No, because they were saying they was gonna take her to the fireman's well. They was gonna kill her.
Oh yeah.
Remember they was like, you gonna die? She's like death, something. Basically death over dishonor. Basically something like that.
And then he said, and now you've conquered fear.
No, he said now you're. He said, what he said? Now you're fearless. No, now you're free. That's what he said.
Oh, he said now you're free.
Yeah, he said, oh yeah, so now you're free.
And walked off.
Because she was like, I'm not giving up nothing. Like, I ain't making no compromises. So he's like, now you're free. She stepped off, but left her door open.
She sat there for a minute, right?
Yeah, she was like, what the hell is going on?
She went down the hall and she saw the guard wasn't moving. She walked up, it was a doll. Mm-hmm. She walks through.
Yeah, she touched that door.
She pushed it through the door.
And she
and taking off his disguise, putting his regular stuff back on. It's V. She's like, it was you?
I don't think none of that happened. He was already regular.
My bad, he's regular.
Yeah, I was taking his disguise off. Man, you crazy.
I mean, he basically was doing that probably while she was poking the
Yeah, he probably did all that, but when she came in, he was just V.
No, he was also just, like fixing his glove or something. But and she was like, you? Like you?
That's why I said, why do you care to remember that foolishness, but you don't want to remember
the line,
dialogue, and all that? But go ahead.
That was an accident.
No, ain't no accident. You do it every show. Look at them. I watch them. You don't.
And basically, they what's it called?
She was blaming. She was like, how could you do this to me?
And he's like,
she started hyperventilating. Remember?
He was like, calm down and stuff.
Yeah, no, he didn't say calm down. He took her outside. Remember?
No, that wasn't that. Yeah.
That was.
That what?
She was like, you cut my hair.
I thought she said, take me outside. He's like, there's a lift that takes us to the roof.
Yeah, because she couldn't breathe. No.
And he was about to put his cape on her, then she just walked out and embraced.
Yeah, because he was trying, because it was raining, he was about to cover her up, and she just stepped out.
And then while you're looking straight at his face, he keeps having flashbacks to when he was escaping, going.
Because she looked like him. Both
was
doing the same.
But I thought he was like, she's better because she looks like, she's peace while he was.
What?
Well, I mean, when she looked like that, she was like, and he was like,
She looked like a peace. She looked like a fucking crybaby. He looked like a strong warrior. He looked like I'm about to do something. She looked like I'm relieved that I wasn't in jail and they wasn't gonna kill me. That Bama looked like when I get to who I need to get to, they gonna feel it.
I also found it interesting that they show her in the water, the rain, while he was
in the fire.
But I think he was going through that same thing.
But I think more, like you said, he in the fire, he getting heated. He getting mad. She in the rain, she getting cooled down. She cooled off. It was a different type of free. Like relief. Like, And he was like, nah, I was tricked. I was used. Not even tricked because they were snatched from their homes and stuff. So I was just disrespected. And
then this goes to my scene where you talking about the girl got shot. It was just showing all over the UK. Did he deliver the mask by now? Just saying about.
Let me send them to every house because the day was coming. He told Evie, I want you to stand with me next year at the 5th of. Remember when she was like, because right there, matter of fact, that's when he tell her because the next day she comes, she was like, V, I gotta go or something, and he's like I wish you would stay or something. She's like, I can't stay down here or something, but I want to thank you because. I won't be scared no more and all that.
She tried to kiss him on the mask.
Yeah, she did kiss him on the mask.
She did? I thought he stopped.
No, I thought she
tried to, and then he was like...
Yeah. Because when she left, he was mad. He punched the mask.
He was about to kiss her. She was trying to kiss him on the mouth. Yeah, he left. And like you said, he threw it out the window and broke it.
No, he punched that joint.
He punched it?
Remember he put it on.
I thought his mask.
He punched that joint.
I always thought his mask was. No, his mask is made out of steel. I'm trying to remember when someone punched right in it and he was like, ah.
I don't know if it's made out of steel. Wow.
It's made out of something strong.
Yeah, it's probably some
I thought he threw it and it broke it. But no, he punched it.
Yeah, he punched it. Because he had it sitting right there.
He punched it and he started holding his face crying.
Yeah. Then he was sitting in front of his little vanity mirror that he be going to put in his wig.
And like how we was talking about, what's his name? I forgot about him. We weren't talking about him.
Because that's when but no, that's when she came back. I mean, she was like, I'm leaving. And he was like, I hope you will stand with me on the 5th. And she was like, I'll be there or something.
Oh, yes. And let's go back to the chaos.
Because this must be still like summertime. Cause remember, but go ahead. Because months passed after she left before the 5th. Yeah. Because remember, she was back living a regular life. Remember, she was like, I was nervous until I seen one of my coworkers and they didn't even recognize it was me. Remember she said that? She was talking to us, I think. Like she's talking to her journal or whatever.
She's describing the entire movie, right?
Yeah, but she's like, I was nervous for a minute until I was in the grocery store and I thought I seen one of my old coworkers, but they looked right at me and didn't even know it was me. And that's when she knew like she was good.
And like it also shows her walking around like community stuff. And like people are wearing V masks, spraying down his stuff.
The circle with the V in it.
Robbing stores. And you see constantly they show him like, I need this controlled. Yeah. I did that because he slammed his desk. And he's like, I need this controlled. French, control the police. Pretty, handle the people.
And because your man
oh, and the V killed the guy.
Finch started breaking down what he thought was going to happen.
He's like, keep it. No, my bad. We're about to actually get to that.
Because he found that was after the lady's journal. That was after the doctor died.
Oh yeah, he did got her journal.
Yeah, and he started reading the stuff, and remember he went to Finch, and he was like, "Man, we don't want it." Did you read that? He said, "Did you read it?" He said, "Yeah, I read it."
He's like, "Keep your personal opinions to
yourself."
Yeah,
and that's when he's like, he wanted him to burn it or get rid of it.
No, he said, "If that was to be revealed, you'd be discredited, humiliated, acts of treason, and put in front of a firing squad."
Yeah, but I thought he told him to get rid of the book. Because remember he told him to get rid of the book. And he said, I read it before I got... He was telling his partner, I read it before I got rid of it.
He got rid of it?
I mean, I don't think he did, but I'm thinking he telling him that just in case...
He's not fully with him.
Nah, just in case they grab him, it won't be nothing he really know. It's no pressure for him to tell because I don't know. He said he got rid of it.
Yeah, no. Is that... And then he meets V dressed up as the dude.
Yeah.
He's explaining to him, he's like, oh, it's all a plan. How a bunch of men came together. They poisoned, what's it called? St. Mary's and Three Waters.
Yeah.
Killed nearly 100,000 people. And then, while those people are staying in crisis, they come to him. I like this interesting. How they have this showing, what's his name? The Chancellor and stuff. Yeah, how he's wearing all red and black and how he has men, like, walking. It reminds me of Nazis.
Yeah, that's what it basically is. He's basically a Hitler.
He basically is the world
Trump, Donald Trump.
I mean,
Mayor Bowser.
And it basically shows how he took over all of England. And look at that, right after he's elected, a cure magically appears in like just a few months.
Yeah, Mayor Bowser more like that first dude that got killed. What's his name?
I don't know.
The fat one that was walking around with the
Did he kill the guy who was
priest, the one that was in the shower talking? And he was like, my nose looked like Big fucking Ben.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know his name.
Yeah, he reminded me of Mayor Bowser. For real. Looked just like her.
But anyway, did he kill the guy who was trying to disarm his bomb? I think he did. No, because remember, I'll get to it at the end. Yeah, he's like, what the? And then the dude walks off. And when he goes to the place, right? He come back and he starts talking to his partner, right? And they're like, hey, Chief, we just found a body. And it's the name of the dude he was talking to.
See, I don't know. They said they found the body? See, I gotta go back and watch it.
He was in the water, right? We just found him this morning.
I was half asleep always watching.
He's like, no, it was him. And then they go to V's spots and you see the like mask and stuff with the glasses on.
Yeah.
And you see him walk in and put the jacket up. He's like, he tricked me. But I don't know why and he said, I'm not gonna believe it. You know, he should believe it, but
yeah, he's a fool.
It gets to the point where like they shoot the girl, right? And then
They didn't shoot the girl, but he was just thinking about like what happened if the people got on the side of V. He was just like thinking like what would be the domino effect, because you remember the whole time that's when V putting up the dominoes.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Putting up the dominoes.
And he did put up the dominoes while they're
while they talking and
Creedy's doing it. Yeah. Not Creedy, the Chancellor. He's doing, I want that solved. Doing his big baby speech.
Big baby speech, but whatever.
I mean, it's Empire's fault.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's a baby speech. It's a madman. Like, I had control of everything, and then out of nowhere, it slipped out of my hand.
Let me rephrase that. He's mad that his empire's falling apart.
Yeah. That's why I say everybody would be mad if theirs fell apart. So that's why I say you say baby speech. That sounds real good.
If I had empires falling apart, I would.
Anybody. I don't care if it was a good empire or bad empire. If it's falling apart, they gonna be sick because you didn't build it up to fall apart.
But basically, V puts on all the dominoes while he's like, I want all y'all to bring back order. And he's like on the 5th. He's talking about on the 5th. We are going to like he said.
Going deep into this, you would have shot past a real scene by now. He didn't say order and all this.
He basically just take control on the 5th, and like you said, V knocks down all his dominoes. And doesn't that make his like sign?
Yeah, it makes a V.
He goes talk to Creedy, right? Mm-hmm. And Creedy's being monitored by the Chancellor. He's like, I want you to do something. I know you have plans to kill the Chancellor and stuff.
Yeah, because the Chancellor probably was somewhere hiding.
He was.
I'm just saying, seemed like that to me, how they brought him to V.
Creedy's like, he's like, I know you have control of his guards, and I know you know where he's hiding. You're gonna kill him. Mm-hmm. He's like, why should I listen to you? Because he's gonna kill you. Something like that.
That's what Creedy said to the Chancellor?
No, that's what V said.
V said to the
Creedy.
Creedy, yeah.
And I believe the Chancellor dies. I'll explain why I believe this later.
You believe the Chancellor dies? Go ahead, finish up.
And
of course the Chancellor died. Who you thought Creedy brought down there to V?
Oh, I thought he said, Creedy, come to me. But
when V had the Chancellor on his knees right there in front of him, remember they got the circle around V? And that's when V started throwing an eye and they shoot him the whole time. Yeah, that's the Chancellor they killed. He killed right there.
Oh, okay. Come on. They bring the Chancellor down to the subway on the 5th. Finch was talking to this in the meeting. He's like, maybe they'll go to the subway. Mm-hmm. Talking about since he didn't ever broadcast about his attack on the 5th. Yeah. And he goes to the subway.
Yeah, because he was thinking that's how WitchCon went.
Not the same subway they went through.
No, but I'm talking about guy. WitchCon. No, guy, the dude, Fox. At the beginning, remember they was in the tunnels up under. Remember the subways run up under the thing now from the same tunnels that he had followed up under there.
They're under Parliament.
Yeah.
He kills the Chancellor, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, what you think? How do you think you're gonna escape now? I think what's gonna happen to both of us. No, he said, what you think we're alike? Creedy's saying something about how they're alike, and he said the only thing we're alike is we're both gonna die today.
Yeah, that's what V tells him.
And he said, and he also says, by the time you all reload those guns out of your first volley, you all will be dead. Mm-hmm. They all shoot. They all hit him, right? After that.
I love how they slow it down, but you can tell he moving super fast.
It reminds me of like a comic book mixed with the Matrix. Yeah, like Neo scenes when he was doing all that.
Yeah, it looked real sweet.
It was awesome how they also keep showing that they're dropping the clips.
Yeah, they dropping the clip trying to reload.
And by the time one of them reloaded.
But you see them don't dropping, but them bodies dropping and their eyes getting scared too. I said, yeah, I love that.
I also love how he throws it. Like I think the final one who gets the clip in that time, I think the gun throws through that and stabs him right through the neck. I think he drew his knife through the gun and it stabbed him through the neck.
I don't think that.
Or he just stabbed him. Or threw the knife out.
Yeah, or unless he threw the knife in the gun hole, and when the Bama shot,
it blew up on
the gun. It backfired and went in his neck.
But anyway, he gets to Creedy. Mm-hmm. And does he stab him or does he use his karate gimmicks, as Creedy calls it?
No, I think he cut him down. I think he.
Oh, he cut him.
I think he stabbed him.
No, okay.
Because Didn't Creedy do the regular that everybody else do when he put that joint up in him, and when he pulled, didn't Creedy cover up all that blood? See, I don't...
No, that's a different man. I'm thinking of a man where he like drew the knives around and he basically just cut him pieces, like blood shooting everywhere.
Yeah, because he went on one hand like that.
You know, I think he just stabbed Creedy like the rest, right? Mm-hmm. And then I like this, since I think I was talking about earlier. He drops one of the metal like
the bulletproof vest type thing, and it had about 1,000 holes in it. I mean, it wasn't that many.
It was one of those knife things.
Looked like Swiss cheese.
It was one of those knife things. I think it was the night he was like, yes. You think you remember when
Yeah, but I don't think that was that armor, because that whole armor with chest plate, he had that on a string. It just looked like some real thick metal or something.
I thought it was one of his knife things.
Yeah, it's probably just some old heavy.
Yeah, by the time he gets to Evie though, right? Evie's like, no. He's like, Evie, I loved you and stuff.
He in love with her.
Wasn't she in love with him too?
Most definitely.
So I was right. It was a love story.
I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't a love story, but they did.
Because she's a prostitute in the comic books.
She is.
But because who wrote that comic? Frank Miller? I ain't sure. Let me take that back. I don't want to say Frank.
But anyway, his last request for her is like to put him on the train, right?
And no, his last request from her is to turn the train on and let that shit.
My bad. I wanted to mention something I didn't mention. Evie was like, one day was when he freed her. Remember? She's like, so what was the lady fake? And he walked over, and all the roses he.
Yeah, the lady was a real lady.
It was the poster of the movie.
That's why she was mad at first. But when he told her, she was like, "Hey, you wrote that fake letter." He said, I never wrote. The letter's real." And then he took her back there and showed her who the lady was.
And he had the letter because, like I said, he was number 5 and she was number 4.
She was passing it back and forth. They was, I guess, like Sally's. I mean, next door neighbors. Like, when you're in jail, you sit at the joint. That's who you talk to.
But anyway, her roses are all over the train, and I think Evie also moved a bunch of them around to make him like a little funeral pyre.
Yeah, she basically had it like kind of like it was all over him. Remember, all the roses was laying on him, and that's why the lady knew like because she knew from when they was at the place that the girl we talking about had the rose garden out there. While they doing all that test, she leave the test thing and had the rose and plant her roses out there. That's
on her little balcony of those roses. So what, did he like find one of the seeds or something?
No, I'm talking about, I think she had them plants at the place.
At the prison?
Yeah, at Cherry Hill, wherever they was at.
And while he was escaping, he grabbed like one?
Yeah, because, I mean, as I'm talking to you, I know these things mean so much to you. You know, we talking about anything now that we in here. We done talked about the most important stuff now. Oh, what's your favorite thing? I love the smell of these such and such roses, or I love such a this and that.
The little things.
Yeah, but
what's his name? Fletcher. Finch. He gets her right. He's like, don't touch that button. She's like, Mr. Finch. Did she say like he knew you were gonna be here? Or she's like, I'm surprised to see you.
You know that dialogue, I don't care about none of that dialogue until she say, and he said, who was he? That's the only thing I care about.
Let me mention also, but on the outside, a million basically London people are being surrounded by the military. They're just walking up with their VMAX and stuff. But I like this. He's like, Chancellor Creedy, anyone? He's like, stop, don't shoot. And they just walk past.
Who?
All of these people.
Yeah, but the leader of the witch count, he didn't want to stop it because they was gonna shoot. If he would say shoot, all these people would have been laying on that ground.
But they all get to their certain place, right? Watching Parliament.
But all that ain't happened yet.
No, I thought that was happening while they were talking.
Yeah.
And then she presses the button and she's like, do you like music, Mr. Finch? And it was basically the music, right?
And it's like, yeah.
And the train speeding towards it, and then with like how it was before, the music started. The explosions matched with the beat of the music. And all apartment basically goes up.
Yeah, see, and then my favorite part, I don't care about none of that.
It gets
like when he was like,
who was he?
She was like,
he was Edmund Dantes.
No, she was like, he was my mother. He was my father.
After Esmond.
He was my mother.
My brother.
My brother. He was my lover.
And my friend.
He was me.
He was you. He was all of us.
And that's why he looked like me.
Yeah. And I like how, like one of the last explosions, they all take off their masks and hat, right, to pay respect to the dude.
But you see a bunch of the people. You see the little girl.
I thought she got killed.
Nah, you see the little girl right there. You see the lady from number 4. You see, that's why I say when you go back and look at it, you see so many people. Her boss is in there. He one of the people, Shirley brother.
Wait, so all the people that
watch, we could go just look at the end of it, you'll see.
And basically,
that's it.
Oh yeah, in the movie they show a final V in the sky, and that's it.
Forgive us for the long layoff. Some people have other agendas,
and one of us has been sick.
But thank you. We about to get back at y'all with a bunch of them. We've been off for a minute. Don't forget to
like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button.
Alright.